So 6 years ago, how much has changed since then? It was funny because I got that notification on when I went to upload the video, and I was literally walking down the stairs, and I was like, I got that, and I was like, wow, that's crazy. And I look up, and I'm like walking past your Lambo. I'm like looking around the shop. I'm like, man, dude, how much has changed?
I'll quite literally. Go ahead. You go ahead.
I was gonna say, and I had literally the worst day yesterday. I was editing, and I was having the hardest time editing, and I was just literally like, what the fuck?
Honestly, it would have been
a
good time to quit.
It was miserable. I know.
No,
I was thinking. I was like, I thought about it for a second. I'm like, maybe I'm fucking losing it, and I was like, no. And I mean, the video came out, and it's awesome. Everyone loves it, but
yeah, dude. I had one of those days. 3 videos ago for the helicopter drop video. The worst day ever, and it's just like everything just hits you at once, and you're just like, what the fuck? You just can't get into the flow of anything. You got a deadline at 7 o'clock. If you miss it, people are mad around here. The fans are mad.
Well, the problem is there's also a lot of variables, but yeah, it is crazy though. So anyways, it was inspiring though to me because I went home and I was like, man, 6 years ago today, I never go back in my camera roll because I don't really take pictures, but I just don't like going and reliving just, the past. I'm not really about that. But I was like, I'm going to go back and look because I remember I wasn't sure if I had taken like screenshots of stuff for the channel when it was just bare bones.
Yep.
And I did, but I didn't know what I was really doing. So I took some screen grabs. We can put them up on the screen, but I'll show you guys right here. I took a screen grab of when we posted our second video. So the giant slip and slide 15 hours ago, it had 116 views. And then Life of a Seaboy, our very first video, was posted 2 weeks ago at that point, and it had 853.
Wow. I literally distinctly remember for the slip and slide video of you. I think at the time you took out your phone. Maybe you didn't have your camera with you.
Yeah, I didn't have a camera. I was just using an iPhone.
You took your phone out, and I remember like all of us had the same reaction anyone has when you film them when you're like not ready for it. and you were just like,
what are you doing?
You were like, I'm vlogging. This is what we're doing now. So just get used to me filming you.
It was an iPhone 6.
Yeah.
And it was all cracked and the battery was running out. So I had a portable battery plugged in and I just had it in my pocket and I was just filming everything. Then I ran out of space. So then like middle of it, I'm deleting shit off my phone, trying to make more space so I can keep filming.
Yeah. I remember that like quite literally like it was yesterday.
I have a a picture of the computer at Quartz Plus where I used to work.
Where you were working.
Where we hit 1,000 subscribers and I was working at Quartz Plus and I took a picture.
What was the date of that?
The date when we hit our first 1,000 subscribers was October 18th.
Oh, wow. So
2016.
Like 3 months later.
Yeah. So at the time, the shifter cart on the highway video we had posted 3 videos after that, but that video had 38,000 views.
We thought it was viral.
And we were thinking this is viral, 38,000 views, which is really nothing.
For only having 3 videos on the channel, it was to us. I also I've got to say for anyone listening that we say what up to, if they say I've been watching since the shifter cart video or somehow before that, the slip and slide, but whatever. The shifter cart video, you are an OG.
There's a lot.
That's where I start to get skeptical because it's like everybody's like, oh, I've been watching since the first video, the shifter cart one. I'm like, man. It can't be that many.
I've sure met a lot of you guys.
Yeah. But I'm sure a lot of them are honestly.
But if you
OGs.
think,
I don't want to doubt them, but
38, let's say 50,000 views before the end of the year, maybe even more. So if like 20,000 of those were like Midwestern, maybe because that's where YouTube was pushing it. I just love when they say that was their first video, or just I love when people do remember their first video they watched.
Get a load of this. So October 18th, 2016, we hit 1,000 subscribers, and then November 8th, 2016, we hit 10,000.
Wow!
So we were blowing up rather quickly just because that video. I mean, I don't want to say blowing up, but we were gaining in size quickly at that time, and at that point we were posting quite a bit. Look, because I mean we had posted 3 videos since then, and then we hit 20,000 subscribers November 25th. So we doubled again.
I remember those days. Like I remember when it took off, the shifter car video took off, and we were all at Dave's shop, and we would refresh the like live subscriber count, and it would go up, like 100.
Yeah, and
we'd be like, crazy. Holy shit! And I mean, it was at the time, the growth. But I remember like us all sitting there, refreshing, and just watching it tick up.
That's pretty good. Like 10K in a matter of under a month.
Yeah, that's really good. And then December 23rd, we hit 30,000. January 18th, we have 40. I have like a bunch of. I must have stopped at 40. Anyway, so I was like kind of reliving all these like old moments and stuff. I haven't looked at them really ever, I don't think. But I thought it was cool because we had like, now we have timestamps of a little bit of to see what was happening.
When I think back to 6 years, we've done so much stuff in 6 years. And like the scale of it, it's not that long of a time. But then when you think back to how many things that we've done, it seems like a really long time ago, just because we've packed so much in that time. So it's like, if we continued on that same just like busyness and like where are we going to be in 6 years from now, but not just where we're going to be, what are we going to do in between now and 6 years?
100%.
Right.
Dude, it's crazy how fast it went by.
Yeah.
Like, it's just flowing by. I was telling Alex that.
When you look back on it, the 6 years simply went like that. Dude, it's been absolutely like almost to the point where I'm scared how like fast things are going now.
I know. Now we're getting older.
It was literally, it was Monday, like an hour ago.
That's what
and now it's Friday.
A day or a week can go slow. And then you look at the board, and I remember like it was yesterday when we wrote down our month's plan. And I go, geez, we're almost done with our month's plan. Like, what are we going to do next month?
Right.
Now we're back to it.
It's just amazing how living like life always going, how fast it can
I think it's the best way to live because you I don't know, I think it gives you the most fulfillment and like happiness.